I'm just gonna be real for a minute. This is why, as the black community stands at this moment in time, why we can't seem to get right. This is why we can't seem to get anywhere. This is why you don't really have any type of form of reparations or group economics or men and women in the community coming together to really fix anything, because everybody wants to be separate but equal at the same time. Everybody wants to be individuals and a group at the same time. Everybody wants to be Clark Kent and Superman at the same time. When at no point in time have you ever seen these two individuals in the same room at the same time. So, like I said before, there's a lot of things in the black community that 100% needs to get fixed. And you have a lot of mentalities out here that needs to get fixed. Like I said, at any point in time, if you are somebody that is black and you are mad at the generalizations that I just so happen to use, that is a personal problem. That is a quote unquote, as y'all like to put it, an individual problem. And as an individual, you decide that you want to get offended for the many that you decide that you have the power to cover and or protect. Again, that is a personal problem. If you decide at any point in time as a man that you want to get offended for yourself and a multitude of other people of which you know, even though they more than likely know I'm not talking about them, yet again, that is a personal problem. I need you to sit up there and go deal and take that up with whatever God that you believe in and kneel to at night, and go have those problems out with him and not bring them directly to this platform. So hopefully this is going to be a short response. We got somebody by the name of St. Louis, right? So originally, let me just set y'all up. I did a video about an artist called Snooty, who ended up losing his life by way of the violence that normally takes place in the streets, right, with a lot of our young men out here. And I wanted to, highlight that and basically talk about that issue, and bring that issue up because, like I said before, there are a lot of issues in the community in the United States, of course, some of which, it is way beyond our power in a sense as a community. But more so than not, we have a lot of other issues, which, if we all come together and we actually focus on these issues, right, we can decide to fix and alleviate these problems and these issues. Right. That was the main point of the video. And I was more so speaking to the effect of, the black men that come through and watch the channel. And I've stated before on numerous occasions that I generalize on purpose, right? Because I don't, in a sense, really care about the variable. Meaning, I don't care like, okay, you're an individual and you're doing this and you're all right. That's fine. Stay your individual self directly out of the conversation and allow the group that actually sees the problem, that's identifying the problem, to basically go at or talk about how to alleviate a lot of these things. By you stating that you are an individual and you have groups that are individuals, it really doesn't, in a sense, mean anything, right? For the most part. So the main thing that he stated was, bruh, here you go again with this we ish. Again, we are not doing this stupid stuff. Stop putting me and my brothers in this crazy mess, right? Yet again, somebody getting emotional, somebody getting very much offended by, words, right? And as I've told people before, like, it's a shame that I have to talk to grown adults like this. And usually, in most cases, people are older than me, right? And I have to come through and break down certain things because people lack the type of understanding. Because whenever words are used, automatically when you generalize, a lot of people feel that, oh, he's directly talking about me, oh, he's coming at me a wrong and sideways, and I've never even done or said anything to him, so why would he even talk about me like this? If you know, right, as a man, as a black man at that, if you know as a man that stands on your toes that I'm not talking about you, that you're different, that you're doing everything out here different, why would you need to sit up there and respond? This is what I normally get from women. And I have to sit up there and put it like that because I've stated this a multitude of times. 9 times out of 10, when I sit up there and make a generalization and I'm talking about black women, I will have some black women that will roll up and decide that, oh, you talking at us sideways. Why do you have to classify all black women? Do you know all black women? Like I said, clearly the point went directly over your head and you're at the first level when we're on level 10. So, like I said before, that's why a lot of times I tend to leave people exactly where they are. But other times I would just so happen to use people as an example so that other people won't be so foolish as to do the exact same actions that other adults decide to commit to, right? So the next thing that he stated, he was like, that's not what I'm saying, because he was going back to my response, right? Because I was sitting up there saying, if in a sense you know that I'm not talking about you, then there's no reason for you to respond. And on top of that, if you feel that you are an individual, then step your individual self over to the side and let everybody else deal with the issue, right? So then he's like, that's not what I'm saying at all, bruh. As a man, I speak and bring awareness to these matters like you and the rest of us. But we don't be to do better. I think that was supposed to be need to do better. Maybe you and the rest of these crazy for nothings need to do better, but me and my brothers and sisters don't go around killing people. So it's not we main. First of all, you're talking for the group and the people that you know, right? I'm talking from a perspective of growing up as a young black man into a full-fledged man and having to see a lot of my brothers out here taking their own lives, taking the lives of other brothers, taking the lives of other people in the community and different things like that. So you're right, right? You and the people that you know, you're not a part of this at all. So, like I said before, so this is what you do for you and the group that you speak on. What y'all need to do is not even be concerned with this issue, because this has nothing to do, because we're two separate groups. Y'all the ones that's not doing none of this stuff out here. So what y'all need to be doing, what y'all should have been up on, is getting y'all acres up, getting y'all credit up, right? Doing those genealogy tests, right? Applying for a multitude of different cards once you get that blood work done so you can sit up there and get the money that you are, in a sense, owed. Y'all need to be focusing on group economics. Y'all should be already building up towns and homes directly for y'all, since y'all whole group ain't about all of the other stuff that's going on in the world. Y'all should solely be focused on this group, and y'all should already be building up and practicing group economics and different things of that nature. Like I said, y'all should pretty much have a Wakanda from how you're sitting up here talking, right? But clearly that's not where we're at, because if you were actually focused on the things that I said that you should be focused on, we wouldn't even be having this as a video at this moment in time. We wouldn't. So, like I said before, I need people to stop making it seem like they're doing so much and all of this other type of stuff. And realistically, that is just not the case. We're not going to be sitting up here playing games out here. We're just not. It's cool that you're an individual. It's cool that everybody in your group is individuals. But like I said before, you are a microscopic minority when it deals with the problems that are persistent in the black community. If you don't care about this, just say that you don't care. Don't sit up there and make a response. I bring awareness and all this. Man, yo, look here. Like I said, there's levels to this stuff. There's clear cut levels to bringing awareness. I've done it, and I've sat up there and told other black people, if you really want to sit up there and do something, you want to bring awareness, you want to do this, you want to do that, start using social media, start making these platforms, start running ads, start doing a variety of things, because just sitting up there trying to talk, face to face, or just to the few people that you know, you're not touching a lot of people. You're not. And that's just being real. So, like I said before, congratulations to you and your group, right? That are quote unquote individuals. But at the end of the day, for the rest of us that are a community, these are issues and problems that we got to look at, that are persistent, that are prevalent, that keep going on. And every single minute that I spend talking, there's another young black man that ended up losing his life on the street for clear cut no reason. There's a young man out there that's about to commit to a crime that might inevitably take the life of somebody that was unattended. There's a young man out there that's going to end up throwing his life away because of the wrong decisions, because all he needed was that little spark, that little bit of positive influence from a positive black male role model, or just even a little bit of love from a black man, just a little bit will sit up there and go a long way. Like I said, I'm speaking on stuff that I know, because for a lot, just how a lot of these young men are, I was in a very same circumstances. I could have went down the exact same road. But as I've stated before, and this is why I sit up there and generalize, because of the black men that were in my community that took out the time to say, yo, what's up, young blood? How you doing? What's up? How are you doing? How's your mom doing? How's the family doing? What the neighborhood look like? Right? Those are black men that can easily see that, yo, this brother might need just a little bit of positive energy to nudge him in this direction, just so whatever he's thinking about, he don't end up acting on it. And they acted on that site, and they were correct every single time. And those are men, in a sense, I will never get a chance to actually give a handshake to or a hug to and let them know thank you for doing that for me, for having the foresight, or even thinking potentially in the future as to, what could potentially happen. But you decided, like, hey, you know what, this is a potential, let me just do something right now to solidify a whole different type of decision. So like I said before, this is why I'm not all with the, oh, I'm an individual, I'm this, I'm that. And like you said before, let me make sure I go back to that comment so I can read that properly, right? You said, but we don't need to do better, right? Maybe you and the rest of these crazy for nothings, right, need to do better, right? And like I said before, the most interesting part about this is, like I stated before, this is how I could tell that people are brand new and they just like to talk reckless at the mouth. Because if you actually did your research, you would actually know that this quote unquote, crazy good for nothing, like you wanted to sit up there and state, has been talking this exact same way for about 4 years now on YouTube. Been talking like this since I was in high school to other people that were amongst the same age, to other men that were older than me. These are conversations that I would involve myself directly into or create myself just to have the topic out there, and to make people think. So, like I said, there is a clear cut difference between me and you. And just by the two statements that you laid out, that shows the levels at this moment in time. It shows where you are, and it clearly shows where I am at this moment in time. And especially by the way that actions speak louder than words. But anyways, much love and appreciation to you. And I hope the utmost best for you. I hope that you get all of this emotional type of dealings out of your system so that you can actually focus on what the issue at hand really is, versus making responses that don't even need to be stated. Because just like I sit up there and tell a lot of the women out here, you giving me information that I'm not even asking for. You giving too much. Like I said, I made a statement with the video. You took offense to it. You got two options. You can click off the video. You can not listen to the video, and you cannot make a response. Actually, that was three. But you decided to forego all of that, and you wanted to have people know how you really feel. You wanted me to actually know how you really feel. When realistically, as a man, you shouldn't even be seeking validation from me. If you feel the way that you feel, you should have just not left a comment and just let it be that. But yet, here we are. But, anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.